In order for us to really understand the Enneagram and the power that it has to affect change in our lives, it's very important to, first of all, know that each of the 9 types originates from positivity. Now, we're very familiar with, certainly in our own lives, the negative patterns that get in our way. And when we begin to understand and discover the Enneagram, often the types are described in the same way. They're described as the behaviour which we might consider to be negative or bad or problematic, because it's much easier to understand and, should we say, box the personalities into these negative categories. And as a result, we can often begin to form a view of the personality types which is not the real full view. It's just a view through the filter of observing negative behaviour. What we really need to understand is what each of the types' positive intrinsic gifts are. And each of the types, when they come into this world, come in with specific gifts, positive qualities that are specific to that type, and that actually that type has come to both experience, explore, and rediscover in this lifetime. And the patterns that we're more familiar with, the negative patterns that trip us up, that cause us pain, that get in our way, are almost like lampshades that stop this light from shining out into the world. And these lampshades have come about through our younger years, when we began to form our sense of self, our sense of individuality. We began to embark upon this voyage of differentiating ourselves from our parents. And we did this through creating coping strategies in which to deal with the world, to survive, to get love, and to move forwards. And these resulted in certain limiting patterns of negative behaviour, thought patterns which we thought were true at the time and would get us what we wanted. And all of this negative, these untrue beliefs, shall we say, these erroneous conclusions, have begun to shadow this light, to stop it from shining. And so in many cases we're in adulthood and we're not even aware that the light still exists there, or perhaps other people's light seems to shine brighter than our own. And one of the key things that the Enneagram is about is actually getting you back in touch with that inner light, because it's that inner light that holds the key to your growth. Because when you begin to identify the positive qualities of your type, darkness and negativity cannot exist in the presence of that light. And we often, if we were asked to make a list of our positive versus negative qualities, would find it much easier to make a list of the negative qualities. And by focusing on what's good about ourselves, what is okay, what our real gifts are, what we've come here to bring into the world, immediately that can begin to break down some of the negative side of the personality.